How'd you like to take your blogs and convert them to audio automatically? I'm going to show you how. It's coming up next. One of the things that Amazon has been working on is the AI component, and in this case, text-to-speech. So they've been working on something called Amazon Polly for at least a couple of years now. And they recently came out with an announcement saying that it is now available for all to use. And you can do lots of things with this on the development end, but for blogs, they've created and they've teamed up with WP Engine, and they've created a WordPress plugin called Amazon Polly that will convert your blog posts into text-to-speech. So the first question you're probably going to ask is, why would I want to do this? And the easy answer is that it gives you another avenue to take your blog posts. You know, we've always talked about repurposing your content. Amazon, with this Polly plugin, you'll be able to do that on the fly directly. And this plugin that I'm going to be showing you will enable you to actually create a whole podcast with Amazon Polly. So let's dig in. Let's get started. Roll up our sleeves and see how this all works. One of the things you're going to need is actually to have an AWS account. You'll need to have an account with the Amazon Web Services. And to do that is very easy. You sign in with your Amazon account. And once you sign in with your Amazon account, you'll be taken to the console area. So that's what we're going to do now. I'm going to sign in. Once you're signed in, what you want to do is go over to where your name is and click on My Security Credentials. Now, if this is your first time here, you're not going to have any security credentials. So you want to continue to security credentials. And what you want to do is you want to go into access keys, access key ID, and secret access key. You want to click that open, and you want to create a new access key if you don't have one already created. Your secret access key and your access key ID. Those are the two pieces you're going to need. All right. Once you have those, we're going to go over to the plugin now and install that. So I've already got it here. It is available in the directory. It's got 100 plus active installs. It is a new plugin, as they've just launched this a couple of days ago. So you want to do what we always do with plugins. We want to install and then activate. Once you've done that, we'll switch over to the settings of the plugin. This is where you want to put in your AWS access key or AWS secret key. Now, they're going to ask you for the sample rate for this audio. And you could do 22,050, or you could do 16,000 or 8,000. I've got it at 22,050, but you can manually override this by going into the blog post, and there's a little settings there. Well, I'm going to show you how to do that next. This is where you are going to set your voice name, and again, this is manually overridden in each particular blog post. You can do that. And you want to put where you want the player position. I've got it before the post. And if you want to have Amazon and Polly enabled or disabled. So I have it enabled for each new post that I create. It's automatically going to be added. Okay? Then you have an option to whether or not you want to have an autoplay. I have that turned off because I think that would be kind of annoying to have a voice out of the, say you're not in a position to listen to anything. I don't want that. You know, it's kind of like having video autoplayed. Now, here's a neat thing that you can actually have. You can store your Amazon audio on Amazon S3. Again, that's the Amazon Web Services. If you're familiar with that, you can connect your audio files and have them stored and streamed from there. So that's kind of neat. So it doesn't take up processing power on your web server. For more information, I'll leave this link down in the description below for you to go take a look. Now here's where we get into some interesting fun stuff. It has Amazon Polycast. So you can actually create a podcast from the Polly audio files that are created. Now the funny thing here is that it's going to sound like a robotic voice. Now I'm sure they're going to be improving on that technology. But if you want to go check that out, you can. The fact that they're going to have this is great, but I don't see how anyone would really enjoy listening to a robotic voice. So I'm not going to be filling that in. You're welcome to go test it out and fill it in. and connect your podcast, your Polycast to iTunes. Once you've all set with all that, you click on Save Changes. Okay, so I've got Poly installed, and now I'm going to go down to my blog post. And right here is the section for the manual settings for each blog post. Enable Amazon Poly. You can say yes or no. You can set the sample rate. I've got it set at 16,000, and you can change the voice name. And there are quite a few, and there are a whole bunch of different languages as well. I'm going to pick, we also have Brazilian and British English. Let's do British English Brian. And the thing that needs to be mentioned is that this service is not free. The plugin is free, but the service you're using, your AWS, your Amazon Web Services, you actually have to pay for. And if you have a long blog post, it's going to be more expensive than if you have a short blog post. But expensive means, pennies. If I click on how much will this cost to convert, it's going to tell me 0.016 cents, which is a very minuscule amount for this conversion to happen. But it does cost. So that is something that you need to be aware of. So now that we have that, we're going to go and click Update. Now, if you didn't do the bulk update and you do this manually, you'll need to resave your blog post. Because if you just made those changes and then clicked refresh on your blog post, it's actually not going to register the changes. So make sure you click Update after you've set up Amazon Poly. So let's click on View Post. And this is what it's going to look like on your blog post. It's going to have a little audio bar going across here. And there's a play button here, and then there's the amount of time elapsed, and then there's also a download button. So you can download this and repurpose it that way, or anyone visiting your blog post can download this as well. So that's something you need to be aware of. And it'll also have a Voiced by Amazon Poly. So when you click on that, it'll take you back to that homepage I started on for the Amazon Poly. All right, so now let's take a listen to see what British English Brian sounds like.
Optimize your security business website for Google search. Okay, so you've got a great looking website for your security business. Triple checked it for typos. Added your contact/sales form. Danced a jig, and you are now idling by the computer and phone waiting for sales to come pouring in.
We pause English Brian there. So that's pretty much Amazon Poly. It does this on the fly. It looks at your text and is converting it automatically to an audio file once you load it up in the browser, which is amazing to me that it actually can do that. It reads the text and it reads what the text says and then it converts it to an audio file, and then from there you can repurpose it however you wish. So that is Amazon Poly. What do you guys think? I think this is a pretty neat type of service. And again, it is for pay, although the pay is very minimal. And if it's something that you think you can repurpose on, I think, might as well try it out and go for it. I'm going to keep going with Amazon Poly, see where I can use the recorded audio files, and, certainly maybe send it off to, maybe a transcription service or that type of thing. But this is just the beginning, and I'm looking forward to the future of what Amazon Poly brings. So thanks again for checking out this video. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, post in the comments below. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And be sure to go to larrysnow.me and check out Amazon Poly. I'll leave a link to this blog post down below in the description for you to go check out. And I'll see you in the next video.